Hey everyone, hope you're all well. It's time to do a quick rundown of this pedalboard setup that I've got going here. One thing that I forgot to mention in the video that you're about to watch is that it's powered by the Strymon OJ power supply. All of the pedals except for the Line 6 HX Stomp and the 2 notes Torpedo Cabin are being powered by the Strymon OJ power supply. And I'm using my Yamaha Attitude Limited 3 bass with 2 outputs, hence the 2 wireless units on this one. So with that being said, let's switch the camera angle and see what I got going here. So here is how I set this beautiful pedalboard up. So it's basically split into 2 signal paths. One starts off with the Line 6 Relay G70, which has the blue ring, and one starts off with the G70 that has the green ring. So we're gonna start off with this one first. So this wireless unit is for my neck pickup, the woofer pickup of my Yamaha Attitude bass, which sounds like this. And here is how I get it to sound like that. So first off, the Relay G70 is a great wireless unit. I've had it for quite a few years now. It has 2 1/4-inch outputs here that you can run to 2 separate amps and whatnot, and it has a buffered tuner output there. It also has an auxiliary input here, which bypasses the wireless aspect of it, which is great if you want to, well, save batteries, or if you run out of batteries, I should say. Or if you just want to use this as a DI box, which I normally do. This wireless unit also has a XLR output here on the top. So if I want to, I could run this and this wireless unit as well straight to my recording interface or to the front of house and whatnot, just to have a completely clean recording of my neck pickup and my middle pickup. So anyways, from the wireless unit, I'm going into the right input of the Line 6 HX Stomp, and here I've got the lowermost signal path going for the woofer pickup. So this one starts off with a 3-band compressor, which then goes into a SVT Beast Bright block, and then I'm going into a simple delay, which is set for a 100% mix and just a 8 millisecond delay, and well, essentially an all wet signal. And what this does, I'm going to show you. I'm going to engage both pickups now. So here is without it. And here's with it. And this makes, at least my ears, the bass part of the signal even fatter, and it also makes the distortion and the harmonics and whatnot really pop and separate from the low part of the signal. So from that, I'm going into the 2 notes Torpedo Cabin, which has a 810 fridge preset going. I'm gonna go back to this one as we move along. So that's the woofer signal. It's basically just a clean bass tone, which is the fundamental of my tone, and well, it's the reason I'm not getting kicked out of my bands, hopefully. So back to the beginning. Now here we start off the same way. We start off with the Relay G70. As you can see, it's labeled P pickup, and this one goes into the left input of the HX Stomp, and in the HX Stomp we got a bit more complicated single path going. So first up, we got the dual pitch block. So here's without the dual pitch block and without the distortion. Here's with it. So this is essentially a chorus. I got it set for 10 cents up and 10 cents down, which gives it a nice chorus effect. And this foot switch here turns the chorus into an octave up. which is really handy if you want to do some solo shenanigans and whatnot and get kicked out of the band again. After that block, we're going into the FX loop, the left one, and this one starts off with the EBS Billy Sheehan Ultimate Signature Drive pedal. I've been using this pedal for many years. I've been using the purple one and the orange one, and now the blue and ultimate edition one. This one has quite a few nice new features. It has the high and low frequency response thingy, which essentially allows you to add a low cut to your distorted tone, which I absolutely love. It keeps it even clearer. It has the phase inversion as well. And other than that, it's just a stellar pedal that has a nice built-in compressor as well. So here is my tone without it. Here's with it. Here's with the distortion. In the drive loop of the EBS pedal, I've got a custom built foot switch, which essentially just engages and disengages the distortion. So after the EBS, which is my main overdrive distortion pedal when I'm playing with 6 feet deeper. When I'm playing with structural disorder, I should say, I'm mainly using the Darkless Microtubes X7, but we got a gig coming up this Monday with 6 feet deeper, so I want to really get warm and comfortable using this distortion circuit, so to speak. Anyways, after this pedal, I'm going into the Darkless Hyperluminal compressor. I've been using their Super Symmetry compressor for years and years and years, but they've discontinued that one, and I want to keep it alive and well, so I decided to incorporate this one on my pedal board instead. It has the Super Symmetry mode as well. It's got a bus and an FET and the Super Symmetry compressor built in, and it's a really nice compressor. Here's my tone with some distortion without it. Here's with it. So I got it after my distortion pedal in order to get access to the natural response of my fingers playing through the distortion pedal. Essentially, if I play lighter, it cleans up a little bit more, and if I hit it harder, it distorts a bit more. So in theory, anyway, that's why I got it going this way. It gives me access to the dynamic range of the distortion pedal, so to speak. After the hyperluminal compressor, I'm going into the Darkless Alpha Omega Ultra. This pedal has 3 uses on my pedal board. 3. I'm gonna tell you which ones these are right now. So the first one is the main one, and that is to act as an EQ. Here's without the Alpha Omega Ultra. Here's with it. So as you can see, I'm sculpting away pretty much all of the bass and some of the low mids, boosting more of the high mids, so it's more of a reversed hammock or what have you. That's the first use of it. The second one is as a distortion pedal, mainly when I'm playing with structural disorder and doing more metal oriented stuff. And the third application of this pedal is to use it as a backup DI and IR loader, because this one has a built-in IR loader, and I've loaded it up with one of my favorite cabinet impulses. So in case something should go wrong with the uppermost part of my pedal board for some reason, let's say it gets run over by a freight train or something, I've got a DI output and an IR loaded here, so I can actually make it through a gig should the worst thing in the world ever happen. I don't know why it should, but it's nice to have a backup plan. Always have a backup plan, kids. Anyways, after the Alpha Omega Ultra, I'm going back into the HX Stomp, and that completes the effects loop, and then I'm going into the busy one, the jump version of that one. This is the BC1 preamp, the Pierce preamp that Billy Sheehan used for many, many years. I believe John Mayang used it as well for many years. I've gotten quite used to playing through it. I've been using it for about, I don't know, 2 years now, for as long as I've been playing through the Helix. So I've gotten accustomed to playing through it. So I like how I sound through it. Anyways, after that, we're going into the latest edition, the lovely C.A.B from 2 Notes Audio Engineering. This is a lovely pedal, or IR loader, or MTI, or virtual cabinet, or what have you. So I've got the virtual cabinet 810 fridge loaded right now, which sounds absolutely lovely. And I've also got the Lancaster Audio 810 Ampeg SVT Impulse. And a Mesa Boogie cabinet. I'm really impressed with the Torpedo Cabin. It's got lots of features. I absolutely love the virtual cabinet mode, in which you can move around your microphones and whatnot. It has a headphone output that doesn't require a 1/4 inch adapter, so you can just plug your headphones straight into it, and it has an XLR output here and a balanced 1/4 inch output there. And it also has an output for your amp here, in case you're using it along with your tube amp. You need a load box, I should say, if you're planning to use this with your tube amp. Anyways, so the main reason why I'm using the Torpedo Cabin instead of using the IR loader inside of the HX Stomp is, 1, this one has the XLR output, which is a godsend. 2, this one allows me to free up an additional block here on the HX Stomp. I've heard rumors about us receiving maybe 2 more blocks or something for the HX Stomp that you can add to your signal chain. Anywho, I really enjoy using this one. The virtual cabinet mode is absolutely stellar. It sounds so damn good. And the headphone output is actually a big selling point for me, because I don't need to find a 1/4 inch adapter every time I want to just sit around and noodle. Plus you got the balance output there, 1/4 inch I should say, and the 1/4 inch output there. I need to look into if this is just a through signal or if it's got the impedance of a actual amp signal. I need to look into that. Anyways, if I wanted to, I can run the right output from the HX Stomp to my amp, should I want to. That being said, I'm really happy with this setup. I just completed it and it sounds great to my ears. It's got everything I need. It's got the distortion. I've got a low cut engaged on the 810 here, and it's really easy to tweak out whatever parameter you want to do. Like you can tweak out the low cut and the EQ of your blocks. You can tweak out the reverb. You can tweak out pretty much anything. You can tweak out the power amp, the miking and whatnot, in a really easy way. I did not expect that, to be honest, when I first turn it on, but it's really easy to tweak out your presets just using these 2 knobs and the screen of the C.A.B, and that's lovely. That being said, this is my new setup for now. I'm really happy with it. I'm gonna use it live this Monday when we're supporting Bad Flower at the Baser Strand in Stockholm, which will be the first live usage of let's see, the C.A.B, and I think it's the second time I'm using this one live as well, actually. But yeah, I'm really happy with this setup. I'm really happy that I get to work with these lovely brands. I'm gonna feature the C.A.B in another video in the near future, which will feature quite a few bass preamps. All of you bass players out there will need to keep an eye out for that one. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching this geeky pedalboard rig rundown thingy. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this little rundown of my pedalboard. Sorry about just sticking to one angle and whatnot, but I hope that it was useful and meaningful to you in some way. Anyways, this works really well for me and I really enjoyed the tones that I'm getting out of this setup. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.